fight, we just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my left shoulder. 5:45, have the lights on us. Fires for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the dice fall.
It's week 5 of the National Football League. And up next is Demario Davis. He's been one of his team's best defenders all season, with 11 sacks so far this year. It's the Saints and the Chiefs under the lights on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline arrives here at the end of the month. You're going on a hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. But flounder this month, and you may end up seeing some of your buddies shipped off and playing elsewhere.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. Well, he reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Carr gonna open with a pass here. He's taking a shot on his first play. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
So the Saints making the call here. They're going for two.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives them an 8-0 lead. All right, I know y'all can't see this, but your girl is throwing some punches up here. Some early body blows, Brock. That team wasted no time reaching the end zone and then dropped another 2 points right on top of it.
Now, I must say with the two-pointer, Kate, that was more than body blows. They just dropped a haymaker right to the chin.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, Kate, he's seen the gauntlet lay down in a big way, an 8-0 hole to dig themselves out of. But this is one of those situations as a quarterback, you got to play with urgency, but you can't panic. Everybody feeds off you and how you lead your team. You got to play with that sense of confidence, that sense of urgency, but in no way can you panic staring at this deficit.
From the gun, Edwards-Helaire gets it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for two. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. "8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Pressure coming from Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Throwing again, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
It's no good, and had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they continue to trail by 8.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Carr now on 1st and 10. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Big gain downfield. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead to 14-0. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
The Saints trying a 2-point conversion once again.
They'll line up for the 2-point conversion.
Right side, they're going to try it with the toss play here. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Another try following the sack. He's on the move. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Brings up third down.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on fourth down. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Saints will get set to take over. First and 10 from the 41. Carr here from the gun. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 10. It's a New Orleans touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Now the Saints to the line for another 2-point try. He's throwing for it. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Mahomes on 1st and 10. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun. He beams one deep right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
29.
From the shotgun, Carr. Olave with the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And a lot of things Jerry Rice did we might never see equaled again, but that's what he's just done here. It's his 22nd touchdown catch of the season. That matches the career best of Rice and puts him 1 behind the NFL record.
For the 2-point conversion.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Escapes the pocket. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Mahomes now. He's on the move. Oh, he's going for it again. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's got Brown on the slant. And that's good for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Chiefs, needing 8 on third down. Throwing is Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Avoids some trouble there. But he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family, because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. It's picked up inside the 40. Has a hole left, room to run. At the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Offense to the line for second down. Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Secures this at the 17. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. 93. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw. He's trying to push the field. That's complete inside the 35. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get more points to end a lopsided first half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. The 23rd of the season, tying the record for receiving scores in 1 year. And with that touchdown catch, his 23rd of the year. He's equaled the NFL record held by Randy Moss from that phenomenal 2007 campaign with the Patriots. Trying for it on the ground. And he will reach the end zone, so a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and tack on the 2-point try. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So at halftime, the Saints fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Reports with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Josh Reynolds, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Drake London, a touchdown catch in the victory. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Out of the gun, a give to Edwards-Helaire. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On now comes their punter. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Pressure coming for Carr. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, it takes a lot to top Randy Moss, but he has found a way to do it this season. That's his 24th touchdown catch of the year, and that supplants Moss for the greatest scoring season for an NFL pass catcher all time. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up. A give up the gut to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From midfield on 2nd down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd and long for him here. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be their football. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints trying to end this before the final quarter. Chris Olave with the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. The Saints trying a 2-point conversion once again.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Well, partner, they had this one in the bag a long time ago, but some people...
You sure?
They're just never able to resist running that score up as high as it can go, and apparently that includes going for 2 more there.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture some of just the guys that I played with in the past. Those that really respect the game. You know what this does? This feels like you're disrespecting the game. This NFL, these are the best of the best, and this will come around at some point and bite you. You disrespect the game like this, you run it up on an opponent, you better watch your back down the road.
The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First down throw, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He can run it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Trying down the middle with Edwards-Helaire. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Has it at the 37. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Running back sent in motion. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Now the Saints to the line for another two-point try.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff.
Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Edwards-Helaire reels it in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 27. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Carr now on 1st and 10. This is complete to Olave. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. The Saints trying a 2-point conversion once again.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Forced out to his right. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. All right, I might have understood this a couple of touchdowns ago. At this point, I'm not sure you can find much justification for going for 2, but they did. And that landslide grows bigger still.
Kate, does this feel personal to you?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? This feels personal. And honestly, I'm having a flashback to Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, USC, Stanford. After the game, when those two went out on the field, we're like, what's your deal? What's your deal? What's your deal? Keep the camera rolling because this handshake's going to be rather interesting.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense headed back to the field. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Another try following the sack. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush down out to his left. And this one doesn't go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, Carr. Into the hands of Olave. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you just want, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Saints are running them out of the building. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Now the Saints to the line for another 2-point try.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming, Carr. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Well, we're now officially at the point where touchdowns might as well consider them 8 points in this contest, partner. Yet another 2-point conversion successful, and they've been borderline automatic.
Well, we've officially left the NFL record book behind. It used to stand at 4, accomplished by the greatest show on turf, those Rams in 2000.
Wow.
This is uncharted waters. Kate, and I think you'd agree,
Yeah.
we're all here for this journey.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense ready to get going again now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So now here's 3rd and 5. A tight end in motion now. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing again, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Back to the air, Mahomes. He stays up. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league, but sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing it back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better as this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So this a win on the road for the Saints. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. Their point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Kansas City.